What is going on, guys? DBG here, and if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell, which means you will get a notification for every video I upload. I mainly upload MyTEAM stuff, but I'm trying to do a lot of other stuff too, so if you like the content, subscribe. Now let's get on to the video. So yesterday, in the Deep Shooters blog post, 2K said this: just remember, it all starts on campus. And this has basically got Reddit, where I'm looking at now, into a frenzy. It's assumed and almost guaranteed that the next team packs or promo packs, whatever you want to call them, will be campus heroes or something along those lines. So it will be the best college players, which means that I was wrong last week when I said that Christian Laettner was going to be a challenge. It's looking like Christian Laettner is going to be the reward for the next collection. And it's going to be around the same time as the start of March Madness, which means that obviously it links in well. So I don't actually know what 2K are going to do with these cards if this collection is added. So basically what I've done with some of these cards is put them on their rookie teams, put pictures of them in their jerseys. I don't really know what they're going to do. Maybe they're going to have them with their NBA teams. I assume this is what they're going to do. For example, like, I don't know, if it had Carmelo was in it. For example, Carmelo would be a Nugget card, not a Syracuse card, because I doubt they're going to be able to put colleges into the teams. So these collections from now, I'd say from now till the end of the game, are all going to have 12 players, 4 rubies, 4 amethysts, 4 diamonds. First of all, I'm going to talk about the players that I don't think will be in it but could easily be put into this collection. First is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Lou Allencore. The reason I don't think he's going to be in it is because I think that the Karl Malone collection is going to be the best scores, and I think they're going to give him a 97 overall for that. I also don't think that Greg Oden is going to be in it. A lot of people think Greg Oden. And then also, I would love to see him, but I don't think Len Bias is going to be in it because it's going to be a little bit tough to get the rights from, even though a lot of people are predicting Len Bias will be in the collection. So first I'm going to show the rubies. I think Adam Morrison, they should definitely have this card in the game. Adam Morrison was so good in Gonzaga. He was so good that he was actually picked the 3rd overall pick in 2006. Even though it was a terrible draft, he was still drafted over Brandon Roy, Rudy Gay and Rajon Rondo. Adam Morrison's NBA career was not great. After a solid rookie year, he kind of drifted off. So I think they definitely will give him a card, because right now he's not even in the league and it's only been 10 years since he was drafted. So yeah, I definitely think they're going to give Adam Morrison a card for college heroes. Sure, the guy has 2 rings. Not a lot of people can say that. Next up in the rubies is someone who was drafted in the same year as Adam Morrison, as JJ Redick. JJ Redick was so good at Duke, and he was looking like a bust, a player who was only good in college for his first 6 or 7 years in the league. He actually really didn't start off his career well. He's doing really well now, but it wasn't looking good for a while. Sorry about the card having a Clippers jersey and it being really small. There was something wrong with 2K17 Central's card maker, and I couldn't really make good cards for a lot of these players. But yeah, JJ Redick will 150% be in this collection. He's currently in the game, which means they don't have to get any extra rights for him. He is a guarantee to be in this collection. JJ Redick was incredible in college, is an incredible NBA player, and just imagine a Ruby Redick with like a 97 shot 3. How OP that card would be. So next up was the best player from the previous year of college basketball, and it's Buddy Hield. Was definitely without doubt the best player in college basketball last year, leading Oklahoma to the Final Four. I don't know if they put this card in, whether they'll give him a New Orleans Pelicans card because they drafted him, whether, who knows, they might give him an Oklahoma card because they have the rights to that college, or whether they're going to give him a Sacramento Kings card. Apparently he's the new Steph Curry, according to the Kings owner, who probably doesn't know anything about basketball. But anyway, if we can get a Ruby Buddy Hield, he's going to be a fun card to use anyway. A fairly athletic 6'4", 6'5", who can shoot the lights out. This card is going to be unbelievable if it is in the collection. And lastly, we have got Jimmer Fredette, Jimmer Mania, one of the most exciting things in college basketball of the last, I don't know, maybe ever. Jimmer Fredette, people will be saying he should get a diamond card, which he will not get. He may get an amethyst card, and one of the amethysts I predict might end up being a ruby, but he won't get a diamond. Jimmer was so good in BYU, averaging nearly 30 points a game in his senior year. He was drafted so much higher than he should have been, and is currently basically the Michael Jordan of China. So imagine a Jimmer Fredette with like a 97-3. Imagine a college Jimmer Fredette, how fun that card will be to use. So now we are on to the amethysts. Even though Kemba Walker was unbelievable in college, he probably wasn't as good in his last year in college as Jimmer, but I think that they will give Kemba Walker an amethyst card because he's had an incredible year this year. He's actually still on an emerald card, doesn't even have a sapphire card in my team, and it's definitely an excuse to bump up Kemba Walker. He's had an incredible year, was an all-star, and this pack's an excuse to bring him up, so I have a feeling they will. Next up is Shane Battier. Sorry about having him in a Heat jersey, I just couldn't find any pictures of him with the Grizzlies or when he was in Duke, without the background on him of course, but anyway. So Shane Battier was unbelievable at Duke. He won a national championship in his last year and was drafted extremely high. Shane Battier is one of the best defenders of all time and just one of the, well, not one of the best basketball players of all time, a really solid player, two-time ring winner at the Miami Heat, really clutch, and was just an incredible college player. Next up we have got Jay Williams. Jay Williams was unbelievable in Duke and was actually a really solid for his while as an NBA player. If it wasn't for that motorcycle accident, he could have easily been a star, if not a superstar in the league. Jay Williams was so good, and he was probably the best guard of the 2000s in college. A lot of people think it's between him and Juwan Dixon, and a lot of people give the nod to Jay Williams. He was so good in Duke, and I think they should definitely give him an amethyst card if this collection does happen. And last up is the best college player of my lifetime, the best player I've ever seen playing college, and it's Tyler Hansbrough. Tyler Hansbrough in North Carolina was unbelievable. Did not have a great NBA career, but is a really solid role player, was effective, while not too skilled, was quite effective, especially for the Raptors and the Pacers for a time, but was a really just a solid-ish NBA player. He should be in the league right now, surprised he's not, but whatever about his NBA career, he's one of the best college players of all time. A lot of people in the comments that don't remember him will probably say, oh, Jimmer should be there instead of Hansbrough. Tyler Hansbrough was a 4-time All-ACC first team member, a 3-time All-America first team member. So for 3 of his 4 years in college, he was in first team All-America. He also won National Player of the Year in 2008, won a championship, NCAA championship in 2009, and averaged over 20 points a game, I think, for all 4 years of college. Tyler Hansbrough is, while overall as a player probably not the best, but for a college career, nobody in recent memory, nobody since the one and done things started happening, no one since even probably Tim Duncan has not even close to a college career of Tyler Hansbrough. He was so good, and he was consistently good through all 4 years. So if they're making this collection, he has to be at least an amethyst, maybe even a diamond, if we're being honest. First up in the diamonds, I think, is going to be Ralph Sampson. Ralph Sampson was probably the most skilled 7'4" player in history, and in college a lot of the time played at the 2-guard position. Ralph Sampson was an absolute freak of nature, and him and Hakeem in the NBA managed to make the NBA Finals the Twin Towers setup. Ralph Sampson in college though, however good he was in the league, he was way better in college. What was he? Is he a 2-time National Player of the Year winner as far as I know? It's just absolutely incredible. And I think giving a 7'4" skilled athletic guy a diamond is going to give a lot of hype to this card collection. Next up we have got Bill Walton, who was extremely good in UCLA. He was so good pretty much that when he came to the NBA, he was basically the best player in the league when he set foot on the court. Bill Walton was incredible, and he was a great big game player as well. In the 1973 NCAA championship game, he scored 21 of his 22 shots. That is insane. Bill Walton is one of the greatest college players of all time, and I'd be shocked if they do have the college collection. I'd be shocked if he's not in it. Next up we have got the greatest scorer in college basketball history, and it's Pete Maravich. Another player that I would be shocked if he is not in the collection. He has to be. The highest Pete Maravich right now is a Ruby, which just isn't good enough. Pete Maravich was one of the best scorers of all time, and in college, he averaged 44.2 points per game. He also shot only 43.8% from the field, so he has the rare achievement of having more points per game than field goal percentage, which I'm not sure. I assume it has been. I assume I could look somewhere and it's been done before, but off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone else who shot a lower field goal percentage than points per game they scored. His points per game record will not be broken anytime soon, especially with the way colleges the big colleges who are getting the better players don't really allow them to score too much, so I highly doubt his record's going to be broken anytime soon, which means he will definitely always be one of the best college players ever. And last is Carmelo Anthony. While Carmelo Anthony for a college career had nothing on any of these, he was exceptional in his 1 year in Syracuse. But really, it's just an excuse to put a Diamond Melo into the game. Carmelo Anthony is not going to get a Diamond Moments card. And just like Kareem, they might put him in the best scorers card collection later in the game, but I highly doubt that. But I think Carmelo Anthony will definitely be in this. I was surprised he wasn't in the deep shooters, let's be honest. He's a good enough shooter. I'm surprised they didn't put him in that. I think they will definitely put a Carmelo Anthony in this collection because it's a little bit of hype. The card will get a little bit of hype. So anyway, that's the video. This has not been confirmed, but 2K basically gave a hint with that tweet. Who knows the 2K? 2K have a tendency to troll us, especially when they said big news coming when the Pink Diamond Love Locker codes were coming out and decided to release a Detroit Pistons pack. So basically, 2K are known for trolling, and that tweet could be trolling. But if not, this could be the most hyped collection so far. So anyway, if there's any players that you think I missed out, any tiers you think should be switched around, leave it in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.
With all the things that's going on, I lost track, I felt so strong.